Welcome back to the Cinema Gold Show. As always, I'm your host, Larry Hughes. Today's episode, diving into the latest headlines from around the industry. With that, let's dive into our first topic, which is the iconic Breaking Bad house is going up for sale for the first time in over 50 years. After receiving years of fan harassment, with a homeowner saying there's no reason to fight it anymore. The property made famous as Walter White's residence in Breaking Bad is going up for sale for the first time in over 50 years. The crime TV show followed Walter White, a high school teacher turned meth producer, in an effort to provide for them after a cancer diagnosis. The White family's home, located in Albuquerque, New Mexico, became an infamous tourist spot as fans of the show would recreate moments from it, including throwing pizzas on the roof of the garage. Now, as reported by KOB4, Joanne Quintana, apologies if I'm saying her name wrong, and her family are putting up the Breaking Bad house for sale. Over the years, the home has endured relentless and intrusive attention, including more troubling episodes in which mysterious packages addressed to Walter White arrived, with one delivery so alarming it required a call to the police. These ongoing disturbances have significantly influenced the family's decision to part ways with their home after 52 years, putting it up for a $4 million sale. The sale of the Breaking Bad house represents a bittersweet yet necessary milestone. The property is one of the most iconic parts of the series, and it aided in capturing the grim transformation of Walter White's life. Cultural relevance has attracted audiences globally, turning the location into a popular landmark for Breaking Bad viewers to visit. More so, the series' popularity in the series' 2015 spin-off, Better Call Saul, which also filmed in Albuquerque. From a local perspective, the sale underlines the impact of Breaking Bad on Albuquerque's identity. The show brought widespread attention to the area, even boosting tourism in Albuquerque. That said, notoriety has caused strenuous challenges for the family who have endured years of intrusive behavior. Their decision to sell the house is a turning point for the family, who are walking away from a home filled with memories and decades of history. Any future plans for the property could shape its legacy, though they also reflect the toll on the Padilla family, who endured years of harassment before deciding to sell. Speculating about transforming the house into a museum or tourist attraction points to its cultural influence, offering visitors a controlled way to engage with the location. Nonetheless, this comes after the family was driven from their cherished home, which became a source of stress. While such developments could preserve the house Breaking Bad connection, it highlights sacrifices made by the family who were caught in its shadow. Padilla's family's decision to sell feels both understandable and poignant. Living under constant scrutiny and dealing with disruptive fan antics must have been exhausting. While the house's sale marks the end of an era for the family, it opens up opportunities for a new chapter, whether that's a private residence or a tourist attraction. The listing reminds us of the unintended consequences of fame for ordinary people whose homes become shooting locations. While it's a testament to the lasting power of Breaking Bad, also a reminder of the respect that viewers owe to those whose lives are affected by any pop culture phenomenon. Matthew Lillard, who played Stu in the first 96 Scream movie, is returning to the franchise for Spyglass Paramount's Scream 7. How is that possible? We will see soon. Does Stu have a twin? Doesn't look like it from Lillard's Instagram post. Last we saw the horror movie-obsessed Stu, who was chasing Neve Campbell Sidney down 29 years ago, attempting to kill her. However, she had the upper hand, dropping a TV on his head. Also, you'll remember that Billy and Stu began stabbing each other to make themselves look like the victims, just moments before Sidney kicked their ass. Scream launched Lillard's career out of a cannon, with the actor continuing on to star in the Scooby-Doo live-action franchise. He's All That, The Descendants, and even a key role in the Blumhouse hit Five Nights at Freddy's. The actor joins legacy cast members Neve Campbell, Courteney Cox, Scott Foley, Mason Gooding, Jasmin, Savoy Brown, along with newcomers Mckenna Grace, Sam Rechner, Anna Camp, Joel McHale, and Mark Consuelos. Franchise creator Kevin Williamson is directing, with Guy Busick writing. Project X Entertainment's James Vanderbilt, William Sherrick, and Paul Weinstein are producing. The long-running horror franchise previously generated 4 feature films, including Scream, Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4, directed by the late Wes Craven. It relaunched with the 5th installment in Scream in 2022. The latest outing, Scream 6, was released theatrically worldwide in March 2023 and holds the franchise record for highest domestic box office gross with more than $108 million and has taken in more than $169 million worldwide. Collectively, the Scream franchise has earned more than $900 million in worldwide box office receipts. Of course, now let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about him returning? Let me know. And how do you think, if he's dead, how do you think they bring him back, in like what kind of form or what kind of storyline? Let me know. Now on to our next topic. Just a few weeks after Den of Thieves 2 Pantera opened in theaters, it's been confirmed that Den of Thieves 3 is in the works. According to Variety, the plan is for franchise stars Gerard Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr. to headline the next installment, reprising their roles respectively. Christian Gudegast, who wrote and directed the first two films, is said to be in talks to write and helm Den of Thieves 3. As of this writing, no plot details are available, and it's unknown when it would actually begin production. Den of Thieves franchise kicked off with the release of the original film back in 2018. Despite earning mixed reviews, it was a commercial success, grossing $80.5 million worldwide against a $30 million production budget. Den of Thieves 2 released earlier this month, winning its opening weekend with a $15 million domestic debut. Currently, the film has grossed $41.8 million globally. Prior to the premiere of Den of Thieves 2, Butler and Jackson commented on the possibility of another sequel. Neither actor seemed ready to move on from the franchise, and Butler told comicbook.com, quote, "We're just getting started. We can't let the fire go out when we're our hottest. As long as we keep leaving them open at the end, it's all about the public and their support." Lionsgate's desire to continue the franchise is understandable. Butler and Jackson have had great on-screen chemistry with each other, an element Den of Thieves 2 taps into by shaking up the formula. Rather than being on opposing sides, Nick and Donnie work together in the sequel, establishing a friendship that parallels the one the actors have in real life. While the Den of Thieves movies have never been critical darlings, it would still be entertaining to see Butler and Jackson team up again for another daring heist. Den of Thieves has also proved to be a reliable property for Lionsgate, carving out a nice place for itself in that mid-January window. While January can be a box office dumping ground, the Den of Thieves films are solid enough draws for action fans. With Butler and Jackson enthused to return for Den of Thieves 3, it will be interesting to see how long it takes for the sequel to get off the ground. 7 years separated the debuts of the first two installments, which is a bit of a larger gap when compared to similar franchises. For instance, Butler's Has Fallen films were released 3 years apart. Ideally, it won't take as long for Den of Thieves 3 to come together, and audiences will see Nick and Donnie reunited soon. Let me know your thoughts on what you want to see in a third film, or do you think they should end the series as it is? Let me know. Now on to a Twisted update, or I should say a Wicked update for Twisted Metal Season 2 from Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie will forever be known for his role as Sam Wilson in the MCU, first stepping into the role of the Falcon in the Infinity Saga before taking over the mantle of Captain America from Chris Evans. Steve Rogers in the Multiverse Saga, but 2 years ago, he starred in a post-apocalyptic sci-fi series that just got a major update. Mackie features alongside Stephanie Beatriz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Twisted Metal, the Peacock original series that released in 2023 and was renewed for Season 2. During a recent interview with Esquire to talk about all of his upcoming projects, Mackie spoke about Twisted Metal Season 2, revealing when the show wrapped filming while also highlighting what fans can expect to see from the second season. Twisted Metal earned solid reviews from critics upon release, scoring at a 67% rate from reviewers on Rotten Tomatoes. The general audiences were much higher on the series, giving it an approval rating of 93%. The action in Twisted Metal is part of what earned the series so much praise upon release. So it's undeniably thrilling to hear that the show will crank things up even higher with more action on a bigger scale in Season 2. In addition to Mackie and Beatriz, Twisted Metal also stars Will Arnett, Thomas Hayden Church, and the show was created for television by a group of talented writers, including Michael Jonathan Smith, Brett Reese, and Paul Wernick. And the show is also based on the popular video game, of course, of the same name, which was developed by David Jeff. Apologies for butchering their names. Anthony Mackie will next be seen making his feature film debut as Captain America in Captain America Brave New World, the first MCU blockbuster of 2025 that's coming into theaters on February 14th. One month after that, he'll team up with MCU veteran directors Anthony and Joe Russo for The Electric State, Netflix original sci-fi epic that also stars Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown, dropping on March 14th. Another month after that, Mackie Voice's voice will be heard in Sneaks, the upcoming animated project that was written and directed by Rob Edwards, which will drop on April 18th. That also stars Lawrence Fishburne and Martin Lawrence. Mackie will then reprise his role as Captain America in both Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Twisted Metal Season 2 is expected to premiere later this year, and of course, stay tuned to the Cinema Gold Show for future updates and watch Twisted Metal on Peacock. And next, we're learning even more about Christopher Nolan's upcoming The Odyssey, with John Wick star set to join the massive film. Christopher Nolan is continuing to assemble one of the most stacked casts in recent memory for The Odyssey, his upcoming mythic action epic, and now he's bringing in a true unsung hero. It has now been confirmed by Variety that John always butchered his name. Siamo has joined the highly anticipated film, which is set to hit cinemas, including IMAX screens, July 17th, 2026. While Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, Anne Hathaway, Charlize Theron, John Bernthal are grabbing headlines as part of Nolan's, While Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, Anne Hathaway, Charlize Theron, John Bernthal are grabbing headlines as part of Nolan's Greek pantheon of A-listers, John is a really cool addition that speaks to Nolan's great taste. He's best known for his huge range of roles across popular movies for decades. He played Benny Blanco in Carlito's Way, Ichi in Tu Wong Fu, Tybalt, Romeo and Juliet, who was also in Spike Lee's Summer of Sam. He also appeared in action-packed hits like Casualties of War, Die Hard 2, Tony Scott's Revenge, and of course, John Wick. More recently, he was a standout in The Menu and voiced Bruno, who we don't talk about in Disney's Encanto. Of course, he's also the unmistakable voice of Sid the Sloth in the Ice Age franchise, which currently has a 6th film in development. But what is The Odyssey about? Universal is going all in on this project, describing it as a mythic action epic shot across the world using brand new IMAX film technology. The film will mark the first time Homer's inspirational and seminal text has been brought to the big screen in IMAX. It should deliver the usual grand, visually stunning interpretation of one of literature's most enduring stories. Hardly a difficult sell to a cast of that caliber. The original story of The Odyssey follows the legendary Greek hero King Odysseus as he embarks on a 10-year-long journey to get home to Ithaca after the end of the Trojan War. Along the way, he meets a few gods, a couple of monsters, keeps his eye on a cyclops, and tries to keep hold of his sanity as he faces challenges that threaten him physically and mentally. It's like living in 2025, if you ask me. Production on The Odyssey is set to kick off in late February. The film will open in theaters worldwide on July 17th, 2026. Stay tuned to Cinema Gold Show for more updates on The Odyssey. Now, on to our next topic. How many seasons Prime Video's Reacher show will have? Reacher has become one of Prime Video's flagship shows over the past few years, and with its 3rd season set to arrive in February, there are questions about just how long the series will last. It first premiered in 2022, Reacher becoming a massive hit for the streaming platform with Alan Richardson fitting the role of Jack Reacher seamlessly. The TV show isn't the first time that Lee Child's novels have been turned into live action, as Tom Cruise starred in 2 Jack Reacher movie adaptations, which Prime Video's take on the character has since surpassed. With 2 seasons already under its belt, the show has done an amazing job of bringing the novels to life and capturing the key traits of its titular character. Alan's take on Reacher changed his fighting style to be more like the books, and the actor's sheer size and stature resembles something more closer to what the source material portrays. As a result, fans have instantly fallen in love with Richardson's version of the former U.S. military police officer. With the series continuing to grow in viewership every season, it's unclear how long Reacher will last. Reacher is actually currently renewed for Season 4. Although there is no confirmation on exactly how long Reacher intends to run for, it will at least continue for a few more years as it was renewed for a 4th season. Reacher Season 3 story is set to adapt the book Persuader after the first 2 installments covered Killing Floor and Bad Luck and Trouble. But despite the 3rd season yet to hit screens, a 4th outing has been ordered. Not only does this confirm Prime Video's faith in the project, but it shows viewers are highly invested in this series, hence the decision to renew it. And me personally, it's probably the only show that I have actually watched completely on Amazon Prime. There's There is no shortage of adaptation potential when it comes to Reacher, as the novels have been going on since the late 90s. With Season 3 set to be the third Jack Reacher book the show adapts, there are still 26 other novels that the series can take inspiration from, with 29 books in total. The 30th installment is set to arrive on October 21st, 2025, suggesting Reacher could go on for many more years. But naturally, the series is unlikely to utilize every book, as it will probably avoid repeating those that the movies covered. This would rule out both one shot and never go back. There will undoubtedly be plenty more novels the show opts to avoid for one reason or another. Still, with plenty of Jack Reacher character primed for an appearance in the series, the fact that there are still so many more tales to choose from is a positive sign for the franchise's future as a whole. The showrunners probably already have plans for Season 4. However, if the Prime Video adaptation is renewed for a 5th season and beyond, the long-running novel series offers plenty of inspiration for future stories. Reacher has even taken a similar approach to the books in terms of maintaining continuity while focusing on a completely different narrative and cast of characters every installment, confirming how much longevity the source material gives it. Realistically, this means the project could run for as long as Prime Video and Richardson are interested. In addition, even with Prime Video's impressive output, it would take around 3 decades to cover everything, assuming there aren't more books, meaning the series isn't in danger of running out of ideas. Prime Video's history would suggest Reacher is already deep into its lifespan, as the platform doesn't tend to have shows run for too long. But given the IP's popularity and strong production, it could defy the odds. As of now, Bosch is one of Prime Video's longest-running original series, having produced 7 seasons before delving into spin-offs. Reacher falls into a similar genre and is also a book adaptation, meaning the show could potentially be just as lengthy, but lasting longer will be challenging, considering how strong the ratings and viewership were for Bosch. Luckily, Reacher remains one of Prime Video's best-ever TV shows, and if Season 3 can continue the momentum of the previous 2 installments, may get the investment to go for 8 seasons or beyond. The release window was also much shorter between the latest seasons, and if the series can continue moving at a fast pace, fans are unlikely to get bored. Therefore, Richardson could end up playing the character for at least another decade. As long as the studio and viewers remain interested, there's no reason Reacher can't become Prime Video's newest, longest-running show. Reacher could easily run for around 10 seasons, if not more, given the vast number of books, but it all depends on just how long the streaming service wants the show to last, alongside if it can maintain its quality. While the 8-episode format has been a fantastic structure for Reacher so far, Prime Video may opt to send the franchise down a similar route as Jack Ryan by producing future movies. It wouldn't be Jack Reacher's first feature-length film after Tom Cruise played the character, but Richardson's Reacher universe much more fleshed out with stronger, more memorable characters, suggesting it could work well. Although John Krasinski's Jack Ryan series came to an end after 4 seasons, he's going to play the character in an upcoming movie. It looks to be the way forward for the action franchise. With that, Reacher Season 3 is set to premiere on Prime Video on February 20th, 2025. And finally, give us a thumbs up if you like our videos, hit the subscribe button down below, the bell notification button to be notified of future videos, and of course, if you want to support the channel, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/cinemagold. Always, thank you so much for watching and listening. We will see you in our next video.